entrepreneurship through the business idea generation competition endeavor. The sole purpose behind this competition is to generate ideas as well as recognize the opportunities in the context of sustainable development right from the start. Since this idea generation is the result of several propositions which relate mainly to prior knowledge, skills, or capabilities of the entrepreneur. So, before we go ahead, let me introduce to the judge. We have Dr. Pooja Sharma, ma'am, who will judge the participants and select best of the best speakers. So, now I see all the students, all the participants must be ready to come and share their views. So, let me first call team number one with their presentation. That is Shay Arora, Sakshi Raturi, and Shagun Sharma.
Other
Can
students,
we
you are
start
requested to be on mute and videos off.
I would request team number two, that is Rahul Agarwal, Riya Dikari, and Siddharth Kumar, to be ready as well.
can we start presenting now? Hello.
Yes, please start presenting.
Okay, ma'am. मैम ऑप्शन नहीं दिख रहा.
You need to share your screen.
मैम ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा उसका.
No, I'll help you. Who all are there? Who are presenting now?
साक्षी रतूरी.
I will make you the co-host.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Only you are presenting now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please now present. I have made you the co-host.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is the screen visible?
Yes, it's visible. But put it in presentation mode.
Yeah, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be presenting our product, the Nourish Splash. Our tagline is "Turn up the volume." So, Shreya Arora.
Okay, so agenda of our presentation is the introduction of our product details, detailed analysis of product, why should we use Nourish Splash, and some marketing techniques which we are going to use.
So first we will introduce you to our product, the Nourish Splash. Our main product is organic powdered shampoo with sustainable and environment-friendly packaging. Powdered products will be occupy less space than normal water-based product shampoo and will last 2 times longer than one normal shampoo bottle. And it will be having less chemical in it, which will keep our hair nourished. It includes Olate simple recipe and a cardboard packaging, which is made up of recyclable materials instead of plastic one for earth safety. The package boxes are plantable.
Okay, so some details of the products are the strategies which we are going to use are the adjust the content for target market, easily available, unique formula of powdered base. Product advantages are value for money, organic products, eco-friendly. Market attractiveness are ease of usage, availability of small travel size packs, unique formula and powder base. Some synergies are geographical expansion, franchising, starting a new complementary or related business.
This is a detailed analysis of our product. Some of the strengths are low price, no chemicals, usage of ancient recipe, available for each age group. And some of the weaknesses are differentiation, lack of market share, and unaware public. The features are wide range of products, customizable products, and the benefits are development, cooperation, and social media.
Why should we choose Nourish Splash?
Be safe to earth, reduce the use of plastic. Plastic is everywhere. If you take a look around your kitchen or office right now, chances are you will notice you're surrounded by plastic. There are water bottles, to-go coffee cups, straws, plastic grocery bags, food wrappers, takeout containers, single-serve coffee pots, disposable utensils, and produce bags. These are all examples of single-use plastic products, and they are responsible for much of the pollution in our world, and especially the ocean.
Our organic products provide your hair a good condition and shine, and it deeply nourishes your hair. The organic herbal ingredients like amla, aloe vera, shikakai, etc. are used in our products, which prepares nutrients rich hair. The ultimate food that every kind of hair needs is provided by Nourish Splash. It naturally stimulates hair follicles to boost hair growth. Our shampoo deliver herb extracts directly to the roots to moisturize them and improve the overall health of your hair.
Environment friendly packaging. We will pack our powdered shampoo in a recyclable paper. That too will be made of plantable papers. Plantable papers is basically made up of seed paper. Seed paper is a special eco-friendly paper made for post-consumer materials embedded with wildflower, herbs, or vegetable seeds. When you plant the paper in a pot of soil or outside in a garden, the seeds in the paper germinate and grow into plants.
Our shampoo lasts longer as compared to our competitors because of its unique powdered formula, which provide a good quantity to store in our product. One bottle of water-based shampoo is used around 2 months, whereas one pack of powdered Nourish Plus shampoo runs around 5 months easily. 1 to 2 scoops of our shampoo in a little bit of water easily washes even long length hair. This unique powdered based shampoo is a 2-time annual purchase for a person.
Customize according to their hair type. Our brand allows our customers to customize their shampoo, conditioner, and other hair products based on their hair type. Our customers can customize their products according to their unique hair goals and aesthetic preference, including color and fragrance. Nourish Splash products are recommended for all hair types as each product is specially formulated to address your unique hair goals and needs.
Our company provides totally organic and natural products. These are made with infusion of natural oils, minerals, and herbal extracts to maintain moisture. These products are non-allergic because of all natural ingredients included in it. Our product is 100% sulfate free.
And to conclude, buying products from independent small companies supports the local economy. When you visit an independent local business, you keep more money in your local economy, you celebrate the uniqueness of our community, you support local jobs, you help the environment, you encourage community, you conserve your tax money, you benefit from our expertise, you invest in entrepreneurship, you make this community a destination.
Some marketing techniques which we are going to use are skilled staff, self-assessment test, email marketing, creative website, active on social media platform, Facebook and YouTube ads, free home delivery in Pan India, seasonal events, and product samples also.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team One. Now I would like to.
Ma'am, just a second. Ishika, Pooja ma'am, would you like to give some points or some? Shall we go to the next person? Pooja Sharma ma'am?
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah, I would just like to give in some inputs. So first of all, congratulations, Shrey and Sakshi Raturi. You have done a very good job. You have made a very detailed presentation. You was talking about, I just want to ask just one or two questions, if that would be allowed, right, ma'am?
Hmm.
Okay, so here you are saying that so many things you have included in the product. You are saying that it will be a powdered shampoo, and it will be like it will be a very good packaging, and it's organic, right? So all these things are actually not easily available as compared to the things which are usually used. So these are going to, don't you think these are going to add to your cost? So how are you saying that it is one of your strengths that it will be available at a very low price? How are you going to make sure that it's going to be available at a low price? Given that right now, anyway, there are very less variants of powdered shampoo available. So how are you saying that it is one of your strengths?
Ma'am,
It
we are
will be
going
low
to
price because the shampoo will last longer than others because of its powdered form.
Okay, so you are saying the per unit product would be used less, and that's why overall, if a person is buying a product, then it will cost low to that specific person.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in one of your slides, you have used the term post-consumer material, right? I think in the second last slide, he was talking about that. So what is this post-consumer material? I've never heard of this. I mean, you were saying that it can be used for, plantable. It's a plantable paper. In that context, you use this word. So can you explain
Ma'am,
what is
can you repeat
post-consumer
again?
material?
Ma'am, can you repeat again?
Post-consumer
Sorry.
material, you have used a term post-consumer material. In one of your slides, you have used this term. Am I audible?
Ma'am, are you talking
Yes.
about sheet paper?
Yes. In plantable paper slide, you have used this term.
Ma'am, we are going to pack our product in seed paper
Mhm.
because it is powdered and it will not destroy the paper.
So you
And
can,
after post consumer means after you utilize the whole shampoo, and then you can plow it into the ground and it will grow into a plant.
okay, it will act as a seed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, well done, well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inputs. Now, I would like to request team number 2 to come up with their presentation. Rahul Agarwal, Riya Adhikari, and Siddharth Kumar. Are
Okay,
you
Ma'am, can
guys
we leave the
there?
meeting?
yeah, we are here. Ishika, I am not able to share my screen.
Hello, ma'am. Can
Uh,
I leave the meeting?
yeah, who is this?
Ray Arora.
Who is presenting next?
Ma'am, Riya Adhikari. Riya, are you going to present?
So Ria, I'll make you the co-host for presentation purpose. And Shrey, you are supposed to remain in the group until the program is over.
Okay, ma'am.
Is my screen visible?
Yes. No, you have not shared your screen until now, I think. I cannot see.
Yeah, I can see it actually, ma'am. See, guys, one announcement. There are 2 Zoom sessions. Those students who are supposed to be in the first session, I'll just call out the names: Deepanshu, Maheshwari, Akanksha, Falguni, Richi, Sayam, Vatsal, Muskan, Himanshu. Their teams should go to the other Zoom session. Is it clear? Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing my business idea, whatever we have planned. So basically, the idea is to turn PVC pipes and PVC rooftop tanks into isolated water bottles at a cheaper rate for people. So, what are the core objectives of this motive is basically to reuse and recycle PVC in order to reduce industrial waste, and then to provide isolated water storage at cheaper rates, and lastly to make isolated water storage available to the minority in rural areas. So we are mainly focusing on reducing or reduction of industrial waste and providing sustainability to our environment. So we will be looking forward to it. So what is why our idea is unique in the market? So basically, PVC pipes and storages have only two uses. That is to transport water from one point to another and store it in larger quantities. And secondly, is PVC pipes are good at keeping a certain water temperature throughout distances. So basically, this is how we came to the idea of using this ability of insulation to make water bottles. It's unique in the sense that PVC pipes have been known to make waste that is only recycled into making more pipes and nothing else. So if I move on to market analysis, there are only a certain brands which provide isolated water storages, and those are also neither durable nor efficient in containing the amount of water. The prices for these bottles are also not just. So what we have actually planned to provide an alternative that would be efficient in storage as well as cheaper for the people. So moving on to our method, like how we have planned to acquire the PVC for this core idea of our business plan. So we will bring the PVC pipes from the contractors, construction sites and rack pickers, which will not cost much and not include to the capital too much. And secondly, how we have planned to process the collected PVC. We plan to set up a small workshop with the skilled workers in order to process the collected PVC, after which we turn the processed PVC into various sizes of isolated water bottles. And how I can convince you that my business idea is feasible. So the process of collecting PVC pipes would be the most challenging since we would have to contact various parties. The process of turning collected PVC into bottles would be most convenient and will be done under one roof. So this is how it will cut the cost of the water bottles. So lastly, what I'll be doing is I'll be concluding my presentation. Uh, so I just reflect through the ideation and the process of the product. The innovation may help in reduction of the PVC waste and would be reused into reduction water bottles for better and longer use, taking us towards a sustainable environment. So thank you. If anyone of you is having questions, you can put up.
Pooja ma'am,
Yes,
do you
well
want
done,
to
Riya.
give any inputs?
It has been well researched, and you have tried to cover most of the aspects. How do you think that when you are going to collect these PVCs, how you are going to make them suitable for the second use? Because you are saying that you are going to collect it from the waste materials. You will have to see that whether it will be now suitable enough or be used for drinking purposes, right? So there you will have to see that you will have to get it properly cleaned, sanitized, right? So
Yes,
that is one place also. That should be one of the part of your production processes, right? I think that was kind of missing. That you should make sure that should also be a part, isn't it?
okay, ma'am, maybe.
But otherwise, you have made a good presentation. It was a good attempt. Well
Okay,
done.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I'd like to request team number 3 to come up. That is Sakshi Bira, Pranav Chen, and Rishabh Agarwal. Are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is going to present?
Rishabh Agrawal.
Okay.
So I have made Rishabh the co-host.
So is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
A very good afternoon to our respected faculty members
So
present
those who
here.
are presenting, kindly switch on your videos if possible, because we need to take
Okay,
the
ma'am.
marks also.
Okay. A very good afternoon to our respected faculty members present here. My name is Rishabh Agrawal, and today I will be presenting on behalf of my team, that is Sakshi Dheera and Pranav Jain, our business idea, that is Femicap. So about our idea, Femicup is basically a feminine hygiene product. The general category which it falls in is called menstrual cups. These are made up of medical grade silicone, which is definitely reusable and has a longer shelf life, also a longer usable life. Talking about the structure of Femicup is a bell-shaped structure with a fem. The device acts as a funnel and collect period fluid. There are several other feminine hygiene products available for this very same purpose, but keeping in mind that we have to adapt to the sustainable development for betterment of a future generation, this is an optimal solution or option. So, provided that this product is usable, the average expenditure will also decrease for our users. Moving on for our further slides, we have a pictorial representation of what a Famicom would look like, and these are the products which are right now presented in the market. Below is a sanitary napkin and above is the tampon. Objectives of our business idea are to use the science and technology with those open for sustainable growth, providing our females with an eco-friendly alternative for their menstrual cycle that would impact the environment in a way other products do. We are not only determined towards this product, but we look forward to encourage women to use feminine hygiene products available at their end. Providing proper education on menstrual hygiene is also one of our main objectives. And lastly, inspired from our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, we stand to educate and support and work for a harder community, respecting their motto, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and Sabka Vishwas. So, uniqueness of Femicup is basically categorized into the followings: dimensions, size, smoother rim, appearance, material use, affordability, and eco-friendly. Talking talking about the dimensions, to Femicup is designed to maximize capacity with a smaller size and comfortable wear. Talking about size, small but mighty, as even the smaller size holds far more than a superior plus tampon. Even women with a heavy flow can use Femicup without any problems. Talking about smoother rim, the rim of the cup is not pronounced. For some, this results in more comfort and easier insertion. Appearance, a menstrual cup comes in colors that are approved with authorities, though it's sort of things no one sees. But what's strong in giving the choices? Material used. Medical grade silicone is the optimal material used for producing these menstrual cups, which makes them safe, reusable, and recyclable. Talking about affordability, taking only estimates, using Femicup would be much more affordable to the users than other products like tampons, sanitary napkin, etc., due to their reusable nature and long-lasting product life. Talking about eco-friendly, menstrual cups are not just sustainable in nature, but eco-friendly as well. Unlike sanitary napkins or tampons, they do less damage to the environment. Now, our further slides discusses about what kind of material is used. As we said earlier, medical grade silicone is the material used for making up a Femicup. This is unique material known for being skin contact free, durable, and versatile. Silicone is an elastomer, that means it's like a rubber material that can stretch and then regain its original shape, just like memory foam. Technically, it's a polymer and best known for being non-reactive, flexible, temperature resistant, water resistant, and biocompatible. In the further slides, we'll learn more about medical grade silicon. More technically, it is referred to as medical health care grade class 6 silicon tested for biocompatibility. This type of this type is a material of choice for a wider range of products, including menstrual cup, baby bottle nipples, scuba mouthpieces, water pipes, and food and skin contact products. Medical long-term implantable material. This technical term describes a material that can stay in the body as a part of an implantable device without causing any effect. Using this material makes Femicup a long-lasting product that can be used for 10 years with proper care, also making this product very affordable in the long run as compared to general use and throw products available in the market. We can also call them one-time use products. Now, for regarding the market analysis, global menstrual cup market size is anticipated to reach US dollars 1,514.01 million by 2023. As per the new detailed report by Market Research Future, it is expected to exhibit a 3.5% increase in the CAGR, which is compound annual growth rate, during the assessment period from 2018 to 2023. The rise in the women population, coupled with a high cost of sanitary pads and tampons, are expected to drive menstrual cup market growth over the forecast period. Demand for eco-friendly feminine hygiene products can bode well for the market. Menstrual cups are an eco-friendly alternative to tampons or sanitary napkins derived from medical grade silicone. The rise of the women workforce, coupled with the female gender representing nearly half of the global populations, are factors expected to spur the menstrual cup market growth. More importantly, this product can prevent leakage of menstrual fluids with no reported adverse effects. Now, talking about sustainable development, our goal is to reduce the waste by using products which are beneficial for our community and our environment also. As we know, menstruation is a part of life for 1.9 billion females and women across the globe. Menstrual cups can last up to a decade because they're made up of medical grade silicone, rubber, or latex. A plastic, industrially manufactured disposable sanitary pad requires about 500 to 800 years to decompose. Thousands of tons of disposable sanitary waste is generated every month all over the world. Moving on, this waste is toxic and hazardous to human health as well. Disposal of the sanitary waste is also a big question mark. One cup, in an estimate, produces 0.4% of the plastic waste that a single-use pad builder, or 6% of that created by tampons in the span of 10 years, according to the calculations in review. Using menstruation cup will definitely have a great impact on waste reduction and pollution caused in all sorts due to the use of sanitary pads or tampons. Now, for the feasible, we rolled out a Google form to couple of females for which we got around 45 reviews. The link is given and a representation of what a Google form looked like. It basically comprised of 4 questions ranging from age group, the following products used during their menstrual cycle, were they comfortable and felt safe using the product, or would they give a chance to use a menstrual cup? Now, the responses we got from the 45 females that responded were age group ranged around 16 to 20. Maximum age group responded was from 21 to 26 in the age. From 26 to 30 years, we got 6 responses, and from 31 to 35, we got 4, and 35 above, we got 6 responses.
Rishabh Agarwal, just give me a second. Actually, there is some issue. Is there any team from Zoom 1 who are here? I'm calling out the names. Deepanshu, Daksh or Mahi, Akanksha, Abhishek, Falguni Meher, Garvita, Richi Sugandhi, Sayam Sethi, Vatsal, Prerna, Shrey, Muskan, Gunika, Ridhima, Himanshu. Any of these teams, are they present here? Yes, please tell me. Any of you?
If by mistake you have joined, you can just tell us. We'll share the link with you and you can join the other section, the other session.
Chalo, continue, Rishabh, continue.
Okay, ma'am. So, talking about the responses from question number 2, which is regarding which of the following product was used during their menstrual cycle. Majority of responses were for sanitary pads slash napkins, which were 42 responses. Tampons made around 8 responses, and menstrual cup made around 3 responses. Talking about question number 3, which was, did you feel comfortable and safe using the product? We got yes as 31 responses, no for 3 responses, and maybe for 11 responses. Then talking about question number 4, about given a chance, would they use menstrual cup? We got a surprisingly good number, that was 24 for a yes, 9 for a no, and 13 for a maybe. Moving about complexity of a product, we now discuss how to use a Femicup. Femicup is basically a small, flexible, funnel-shaped cup made up of rubber or silicone that you insert in your vagina to catch and collect period fluid. Menstrual fluid develops an odor when exposed to air. This issue is solved in menstrual cup. Following steps are taken for insertion of Femicup, which are generally should be followed for a better hygiene. Wash your hands thoroughly, apply water or water-based lubricant on the rim of the sterilized cup. Tightly fold the menstrual cup in half, holding it one hand with the rim facing up. Fourth, insert the cup rim up into your vagina like you would a tampon. Without an applicator, it should sit a few inches below your cervix. Once the cup is in your vagina, rotate it. It will spring open to create an airtight seal that stops the leak. Then we have our steps for taking out the Femicup. Wash your hands thoroughly, place your index finger and thumb in your vagina, pull the stem out cup gently until you can reach the base. Pinch the base to release the seal and pull down to remove the cup. Once it's out, empty the cup into the sink or toilet and then sterilize the cup and store it in the bag provided with the cup. Reusable menstrual cup should be washed and wiped clean. Before being reinserted into your vagina, your cup should be emptied at least twice a day during your menstrual cycle. Now, our main question that comes is Femicup affordable? For this, we calculated the cost or the expenditure incurred on various other products. The products taken in considerations were sanitary napkins or tampons. So, expenditure incurred on sanitary napkins by females are as follows. Like the average cost of sanitary napkins available in Indian market averaged around 12 rupees. As we know, the menstrual cycle is around 5 days, and the number of sanitary napkins used in a day is 3. So the total sanitary napkins used in a month is around 15. Now, to sum up, the total sanitary napkin used in a year is 180. Thus, the expenditure incurred on sanitary napkins in a year ranges around from 2,160 rupees. We did the same for tampons. As we know, average cost of tampons averaged in Indian market ranged from 20 rupees. Then as we know, menstrual cycle is 5 days. Number of tampons used in a day is 7 units. Total tampons used in a month are 35. Thus, total tampons used in a year, 35 multiplied by 12, that is for 420 rupees. Thus, the total expenditure incurred on tampons in a year accounted for rupees 8,400 rupees. Now, to finally answer our question, we calculated the cost of a menstrual cup. Average cost of a menstrual cup is averaged around 250 rupees. Menstrual cycle is 5 days. Number of menstrual cup used in a day is 2 units, precisely because a menstrual cup should be used for only 6 hours in a day, and the total menstrual cup used in a year is 2. So the total expense incurred on menstrual cup in a year is 500 rupees. Not only this, the other two products which were discussed, they were like use and throw. Once you use them, you have to throw them intentionally also. And whereas menstrual cup, you can keep it. It has a shelf life also. In addition, a menstrual cup lasts around 10 years, whereas sanitary napkin or tampons are one-time use products. This indicates that menstrual cup is also the most affordable feminine hygiene product. So coming wrapping up our presentation, we come up to our conclusion. A large share of female use sanitary napkin during their menstrual cycle. Though they do not come, they do not feel comfortable when they use these products. Menstrual cups are recyclable, making them environmental friendly and keeping our goal for sustainable development. They produce much less waste as compared to tampons or sanitary napkins. Not only they are environmental friendly, but they are also affordable. In fact, Femicup is the most affordable feminine hygiene product available. That's all. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, well done, Rishabh. You've done a very detailed presentation regarding this concept.
Thank you,
But
ma'am.
I just want to know that you have done a lot of research, and you said that you have also done a questionnaire-based analysis first in order to assess the demand of the market. So when did you actually conduct this questionnaire-based study?
Ma'am, in a span of 2 to 3 days just before.
Okay,
Like
so
it was not done for throughout the year. If you are asking that, it was done this whole presentation idea was just came up in a week, a span of week. The link, the questionnaire, the Google form was basically rolled out to our relatives, which we could trust upon, who could feel that, who would feel comfortable regarding filling up the questionnaire. Friends, families, and sisters, female friends.
okay, okay, that's good. But then you have also shared one of your points that you have analyzed the demand of this product in US market. But when you are targeting in an Indian market, you should also do some sort of an analysis whether this product would be, in demand in India vis-a-vis other products, right? So if you do a sort of a mini market analysis in which products are in demand in India, so that would be a better thing to present and to show that yes, this is the market share which is already being captured, and we can aim at increasing it further, right? So you have
Yes, ma'am.
analyzed US, but still you can do an analysis on Indian based products.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Rishabh, I have something to say regarding this. I don't think, is it really innovative? This is already there in the market, no? The
Ma'am,
same
the
thing.
thing is, in the Indian market as compared, sanitary napkins and tampons are basically in. Like there's a lot of influence on sanitary napkins rather than tampons. But if we see the waste produced or recyclability
I
and
understood that. I'm just asking, this product is not new. This is always, this is there since, like, some years. And also, originality, innovation nahi hai. This is what I feel. You are just
yes, ma'am,
copying
you are
some.
correct that there is no innovation in this product. But if you go in the market, you won't find this product.
Sorry?
If you go out in the market at a
Huh?
general shop also, we wouldn't find this product.
Okay, okay.
So our main purpose for making out this idea, or I call representation of this idea from other than original, was because we want to encourage this product so that everyone know. Most of people didn't knew what's a menstrual cup because they were not introduced to the idea.
Okay.
Like I searched in my nearby market, I could only get it via Amazon. Like there are several medical shops, dedicated medical shops, and generic medical shops also, but the generic medical shop didn't knew that this product existed in this market.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, team number 3. Now I would like to request team number 4 to come up. Niharika, Aneja, and Chirag Parashar, who is going to present.
I'm going to present.
Okay.
Just a minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. A very good afternoon, everyone. With me, I am Naharika, and with me is my teammate Chirag. Today, we are going to present a sustainable business idea. Before starting the presentation, I would like to inform that we have designed our product ourselves using a Canva application, which we aim to introduce in the market. Now, I will hand over to my teammate to introduce our product.
Thank you, Niharika. Good evening, everyone. Our product is Bliss Perfume, fragrance larger than life. Bliss is an organic fragrance business that intends to be based in New Delhi, India, and it is established for the purpose of catering to clients that are both domestic and foreign in nature. Bliss intends to deal in all sorts of organic fragrances for both genders. We will ensure that we constantly carry out research so as to make a sustainable organic fragrance that will stimulate the senses of our various clients. Our vision is to have an organic fragrance in every household and to be referral organic perfume production business in and around the capital, the whole country, and in extension of the world. Our mission is to actively engage in eco-conscious sustainability and remove the clutter, heaviness, complexity, so all we are left with is clean. Our brand prides itself on being beyond sustainable, with zero waste and life-changing social initiative.
Okay, so why we chose this product? The perfume we wear plays a major role in our daily attire. A scent that suits us can work wonders on our personality, boosting our moral and enhancing our mood. But have you ever wondered why we sneeze when we spray on our favorite perfume, or why some people's perfume give us headache? The simple reason is that some people are sensitive to synthetic perfume. That is why we have come up with the idea of organic and natural perfume. Another psychological oriented importance of wearing perfume is aromatherapy. Perfume types such as floral, citrus, fruit, and winter spice can help calm our mind and soothe our body, ensuring our stress levels are in control. And the essential oils contained in perfume have a therapeutic effect which can help us relax and sleep better at night. Thus, it helps insomnia. The major reason why we chose perfume as a product was because it plays a major role in triggering memories. Our unique signature organic perfume is our reputation, and uniqueness of our perfume is that we distinguish and triggers memories of us in other people. We feel amazing.
Niharika, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Please put on your video one thing.
Actually, ma'am, we are present.
But please, can you rotate the phone? This is very.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Now is it?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Okay. So, just a minute. Now is it fine, ma'am?
Yes, it's fine.
Chirag, over to you. Okay, I'll continue. Objective. Our perfume is more than just having an organic petal in our bottle. Our truly sustainable perfume brand upholds a genuine respect for its ecological and social impact by doing the following. Using the using the methods that do not cause damage to the environment so that the creative process can continue over a long period of time with minimum impact on the planet. Second, replacing, reusing, and recycling the ingredients, packaging, and waste from our entire manufacturing process. Third, reducing carbon footprints by choosing local suppliers and reducing fuel consumption and emissions. Fourth, working with suppliers like glass manufacturers, ingredient growers, graphic designers for our packaging, which also follows a socially conscious, sustainable, and fair trade ethos. So now let's come to why is our idea unique. There isn't a day that goes without sustainable word landing in our inboxes, like at least a dozen times. But can sustainability apply to perfume too? What does it even mean for fragrance? And if we all are honest here, do we even care? Firstly, sustainability means reducing environmental and resource consumption. So surely the growing and removal of natural ingredients is actually more damaging to our planet that than using synthetic ingredients made in petri dish. So just so we are clear here, synthetic fragrance production causes more toxic waste than the production of natural raw material. Secondly, unlikely the perfume which contains synthetic products, natural perfumes are not tested on animals. And we only work with suppliers who share our values, who work with sustainable raw materials and have lowest environmental footprints as possible. And we support the villagers who grow their ingredients by replanting and replacing instead of taking, and giving them opportunity to lift themselves socially and contribute to the community. The essential oils that we use are cold pressed or are made from a gentle stream distillation. This is minimally polluting compared to synthetic molecules made by petrochemicals reactions, producing fuel emissions and environmental pollution. Plus, they are rarely biodegradable. Market analysis. In today's modern beauty landscape, being cruelty free and socially fair and eco friendly should be given for all brands. No exception and no excuses. So, here we are taking it a step further, that is by giving back to the nature, finding innovative ways to reduce pollution or tangibly transforming communities. So, the USP of our product is that first we are environmental and socially conscious approach. Synthetics acts as an alternative to ingredients that cannot be extracted from the nature due to harvesting, animal cruelty, or natural disaster. They are identical, and that is extracted naturally or replicated in the laboratory in a environmental friendly manner. Second, we use premium quality organic perfumes with energy efficient and cost effective alcohol base. We use sugarcane alcohol as our alcohol base, which are environmentally friendly alternative. Third, we have eco-friendly packaging. Every part of our production is considered, from oak lids made of woods from a certified sustainably managed forest to a compostable cellophane packaging derived from corn. Our product's primary packaging is made from recycled materials, a thick, unbreakable glass bottle. Next, I will like to hand over to Chirag.
Thank you so much, Niharika. Yes, everyone, I would like to tell you that we have two range in our product. One is for women and one is for men. For women, we have wild and theatrical aromatic head turners like the Wivelry and Hypnotic with rich orange blossoms. And for men, we have a warm and soothing like a healing wood smoke ritual with a star ingredient peri peri, a tropical grassroots. And I would like to tell you that both our products are 100% natural. Then I'd like to move to the price of our product. The price of our organic fragrance is determined after incorporating the various costs like cost of production, labeling, packaging, warehousing, and transportation. This bloom 40 ml for women would be $6.99 and this perfume 100 ml for women would be $1,399. Whereas this bamboo for 40 ml for men would be $5.99 and this bamboo 100 ml for men would be $1,199. Over to you, Niharika.
Social initiative. So, since being a socially responsible producers who take care of social development along with increasing profits, our company Bliss will donate 10% of our profit every year for the welfare and support of local income women who pick orange blossoms and peri peri for our Bliss perfume. These talented local women who then use the byproducts such as orange flower water of flour wax to create candles and then sell at the local market and succeed independently, thus creating a truly empowering cycle. Thank you. So ma'am, I'm done. We are done.
Okay, well done. You've done a research, detailed analysis of the product, but since you are this kind of a product, I think it's very niche. So since you are, you should have done a market analysis as to what kind of people would be more attracted towards your product, because this being a fragrance-based product, so you will have to target those people who would be interested in buying at this point to your presentation or PPT, who are the people who actually opt for these kinds of products, and again what kind of price they are willing to pay. Although you have done a very good job, but this kind of this point can be included, wherein you can just see, because it's
Okay, ma'am.
kind of a niche product.
Okay, ma'am. We will.
Otherwise, you've done a good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, team number 4. Now I would like to request team number 5 to come up. That is Rohit Yadav, Sanjana Sharma, and Sheetal Yadav. Are you there?
Yes, we are here. May I share my screen?
Okay.
Sheetal?
Yeah, Rohit, on the first slide. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sheetal Yadav, and I am here with my team members, Sanjana Sharma, and our business idea is Eco Bricks. That is bricks from waste plastic. So, if we talk about waste production, plastic is the biggest culprit than any other material. It ends up in oceans, rivers, and lakes, and it takes hundreds of years to degrade, even then into microparticles. And plastic production has been increased by 620% since 1975. Hence, the present condition is that the ocean are swimming in it, rivers are choked with it, and trash bags are filled with it. It is killing animals, as from the recent survey, 1.1 million of seabirds and animals are died because of plastic. And it is even present in a food chain. The water that we are drinking from the plastic bottles and the food that we stored in plastic containers, they contain the microparticles of plastic that got transferred into our body. And the people who are eating non-veg, if they are eating like sea animals and fishes, even they are consuming the plastic. So by all this, we can conclude that it is the largest environmental threat. So why not to contribute to the environment by solving this problem? A team has come up with this idea, business idea, to help in reducing the plastic waste in the environment. Now, second slide. If you are thinking of building your dream home, you first come your thought with about the bricks. So in our country India is the second largest brick manufacturer in the world. The industry is the largest user of coal, and coal is used to fire the bricks, and that causes a significant air pollution in our country. So by our business idea, we also reduces the air pollution that is caused because of the making bricks. Now, second slide, next slide. Now we have come up with an ingenious solution to this problem by suggesting production of wigs with the use of waste plastic. We will collect the waste from packaging factories for free, although we will pay for the plastic from other recyclers. And in our business, we are going to mix plastic waste with the sand, and then we are going to heat and compressed into bricks, which are sold at varying prices depending on thickness and color. Next slide. Now in our daily household, there are the three types of plastic that we are using. These are high density polythene used in milk and shampoo bottles, low density polythene often used for bags for cereals or sandwiches, and polypropylene used for ropes, flip top lids, buckets, and plastic bottles. Next slide. Now, the objective of our business plan. The objective of our business plan is to reduce the plastic waste in the environment and to generate a profit from it. And the larger picture is to look at the new ways of converting waste into wealth, and that motivates us. And in our business, we are making brick. Normally, in the process of making bricks, there is use of huge amount of water for mixing clay with water, and then we are going to use coal for firing, making the bricks. Now, in our business idea, more water is saved during the construction process, and the wall built with these bricks do not need to be cured with water. Next slide. And there is a waste that cannot be processed anymore. So we are using that waste also in making these eco bricks. And we also we earn profit by selling recycled plastics. And the bricks which we are making are 2.5 times stronger and 20% lighter. They are reasonably priced per piece, making them cost effective. And there is also one more point, that it is known that 1 kg of plastic can pack 1000 kilograms of groceries. But on the other hand, 50 kg of paper would be needed to do the same imperfectly. So proper utilization of plastic waste is far better solution than banning plastic. As if we are going to use paper in place of the plastic, it would cost thousands of trees to cut down. Now, my friend Rohit will give you more about this idea.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rohit Yadva. I will be explaining further about this idea. Why is the idea unique? It is. We are 8 billion people. It is unique, but also a diversification. We are 8 billion. We live in a fast-paced, never stopping, always advancing world in which almost there is everyone is connected to one another 24/7. The truth is, no matter what you come up with, your idea will almost always be taken or would be in the phase of implementation. Similarly, this idea has been implemented by few people already. It's unique in the way that idea is being practiced at a very minimal scale. The production is small, hence very smaller number of people know about it. We plan to take it to next level, innovate it more. If we can make bricks out of the waste, we can replicate the cement bricks on divider, the steel rails which get rusted, which get destroyed and are costly to replace. In Uttar Pradesh, they even get stolen. No one will want to steal plastic. Market analysis. Now we come to market analysis. So as we all know, the electric power industry is undergoing through a change. They are now focusing on renewable source of energy and nuclear energy more than using fossil fuels. The automobile industry is also undergoing through a change by focusing more on electric vehicles. I see this as a change. I see this as a revolution. I see this as an opportunity for this idea. Or we can get ahead of the curve and grab the market. People are willing to change. They are realizing the hazards and dangers of consuming natural resources. They want to use eco-friendly resources so they could contribute to environment. This is the strength of this model. Once they are informed about the idea, about the product, they will surely want to contribute towards the change. The only challenge of this model is that we cannot use wet plastic or the low density polythene. while making bricks, that is something that we would need some more innovation and time. Now comes the feasibility part. I believe this model is highly feasible as we don't need complicated infrastructure and machinery to produce these kinds of bricks. Because of that, the production cost will be reduced. The government won't intervene as much, and instead they would motivate more considering the nature of the model. We could also benefit from different schemes such as Make in India and incubation scheme of government. We could collect the plastic waste for free, which is usually just thrown away. Raw material can be obtained at low cost, which increases the scope of profit making. Hence, this is economical. By this model, waste plastic we can put where it belongs, not in the oceans, not in stomach of animals, not in drains, not in air, but to construct footpath, roads, houses, which would last long for a period of time. Instead of just banning plastic, we could just utilize it in a more efficient way. The closest substitute of plastic would be wood, which means more cutting of trees, which is harmful for environment as well as for us humans. Now, I will ask my teammate Sanjana to continue from here.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
So good afternoon, everyone. I am Sanjana Sharma. Now I am going to highlight some important points of using plastic bricks. And these bricks are thinner in size and lighter in weight as compared to red clay bricks. These fire resistant bricks are 40% cheaper, 20% lighter, and will last hundreds of years longer than the conventional building materials. These can also be used to make roads and are great for small community projects too. Next slide. Rohit, thank you. These bricks have superb heat insulating properties, that is 5 times more than the standard bricks. They are also great at insulating against noise, and it only takes 20 bottles on an average to make one standard size brick. Each brick help our environment to get rid of discarded plastic waste. These bricks are cheaper in prices and more fuel efficient to manufacture. It is also less energy intensive than recycling the plastic into other form. Because of the flexible nature of plastic, they are ideally suited to earthquake zones too. They are also waterproof, well insulated, and designed to resist heavy wind. Next slide. So conclusion, now I am going to conclude our business idea with the help of some pointers, and these are: we all know that plastic waste, which is available everywhere, may be put to an efficient use in the brick making. Making bricks from sand and waste plastic can be an alternative to the available traditional clay bricks. Next slide. Sand plastic bricks have low water absorption and bulk density when be compared with these normal clay bricks. It is better way to reuse plastic to make bricks and roads out of this waste than banning it, because by this we will save the trees from cutting down. Sand plastic bricks can help reduce the environment pollution, thereby making the environment clean, green, and healthy. Next. Thank you. If there is any question, so you can ask us.
Yes, Sanjana and team, you have done a very good job. I just had a small query that you are saying that this material is going to be thinner and lighter than the usual bricks. So are they going to be strong enough for any, yes, please, can you elaborate?
Yes, ma'am. These are thinner and lighter in weight, but we doesn't compromise with the quality as well.
And when they are getting, made, when you are making these bricks, are they more time consuming as compared to the usual bricks? Their time is required to be made.
Ma'am, time consuming, ma'am, they take less time and they are more stronger, and because plastic and the sand is heated at a very high temperature, so the bricks are very strong and they will last for a very long time. And they are also very waterproof, and they will last for a very long time. only process of this, so that they will take less time.
Okay, very good. Okay, thank you. That was the only questions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, team number 5. Now I would like to request team number 6 to come up with their presentation. That is Yash Rastogi and Vishnu Vinod, who is going to present.
Ma'am, I'm going to
Thank
present.
you, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I present now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Today, Yash Rastogi, and my partner Vishnu Vinod is in front of you to express our business idea, that is NVPGST, an online platform for investment in platinum, gold, silver, and titanium. Over to Vinod. Vishnu. Vishnu.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Good evening, good afternoon, all of you. Let me tell about InvPGST is an online platform where you can invest in precious metals like gold, silver, platinum, titanium, etc. Here the main sport is you can invest you can only invest in gold in traditional methods, but here we are investing in a digital format. Aim of InvPGST is to make a revolution by investing digitally. Here we are not at all purchasing golds or any other metals physically. Everything is done digitally, and it's all done through internet. Resources needed. Here we only need is computer or or a smartphone and internet connection, and it can be done with a small amount of digital money also. Our targeted market is not only the middle class or higher class people, but also the low income people also. They are the majority in India, and they should always also get an opportunity to invest. When we talk about investment, there are only two options in front of us. One is stock market, the second is mutual funds, and both are not a far dream for them. Next. As for today's market prices of platinum is 20 per kg for platinum is 28 lakh 6,539, for gold 4 lakh 59,400, and for silver 70,200, and for titanium 55,000 per kg.
So, how the working of NVPGST takes place? As we know that the targeted market by NVPGST is middle and lower income level groups, which are not able to buy precious metals in the physical form due to their high rates. So with the online platform, we would pool different small amounts collected from different people and invest them in a particular place. It would result that that the the money they invested is a proportion of every kg every kg that is bought in the pool, that which can help which can help them to invest a small amount in every area.
Along with the investment options, we are also availing the selling of existing gold on the current price rate. So what are the benefits of NVP GST? The benefits are minimal and very basic resources are needed in order to access the interface. Also, a small amount of monetary sum is needed to invest. Through this one, through these ones who couldn't invest because of fixed pocket allowance would be able to invest, as there is only a small sum of money needed, which could get into a bigger amount later on. Instead of benefiting only one person who would be able to buy these valuable metals, and mostly it is the higher income and middle higher income groups, it would benefit a large group of people ready to collectively invest in them together. So, what are the future prospects of NVPGST? The initial aim of the NVPGST is to invest in metals like platinum, gold, silver, and titanium. Later in future, we are likely to add different more areas of investment like metals other than the gold, silver, platinum, and titanium. We also are looking forward for area of investment in equity shares, different types of bonds, and mutual funds, so that the user can get a single and efficient platform for investing in different areas and doesn't have to go to different platforms for different areas. This is a glimpse of the logo of the NVPGST. This is our company profile, aim. Our services are the investment, consultancy services, and retail support. So let's work together. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Well, this was being presented by Rohit and Yash, I suppose, right?
Ma'am, Vishnu and Yash.
Vishnu and Yash, okay. The concept is good, but how is this different from the usual gold bonds which the government offers from time to time? I mean, there also we are investing in gold and we are going to accordingly get rate of interest according to the rate of the gold. So how is this your idea different from that which is already existing in the market? Wherein a lot of, I can see there are also various mutual funds which provide the same kind of investment option. So how is your idea different?
Then when we talk about investments, the investment company does is they purchase the gold physically also as a reserve. But here we are only booking or we are not actually purchasing gold. It's all about it's all done through digital format. So we are not purchasing and the what you are when you are telling about the mutual funds companies like that, but minimum amount is at least 5,000 rupees, and here we are giving at even 500 rupees. The format is too small for a small person for a low income person also.
Okay, fine. So you are saying people can invest in this with very less amount of money also.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
that's why
Here
we
we
are
are
saying
mainly
that.
targeting. Ma'am, here we are mainly targeting the low income class people.
Okay, so when
Ma'am,
you are not
actually,
purchasing gold, then how are you making the investments? Where are you making the investment for purpose of returns?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Can you repeat it again?
If you're not purchasing any of the metals, you're just saying, so how are you going to give the returns to the investors?
Ma'am, here we are actually not purchasing the gold, but the gold is gold will be used by the for retail purposes.
Retail purposes, in the sense,
Yes, ma'am.
like
Ma'am,
what?
ma'am, like the ma'am, gold will be purchased as digitally by us, and it will be sold to retailers or other wholesale workers without our connections.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, yeah, but you could have, clarified it bit more in your presentation. Anyways, you have done a good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you so much, team number 6. Now I would like to request team number 7 to come up. Sakshi, Shagun, Saxena, Yash, and Tanu Arora. Are you
Yes,
guys there?
ma'am.
Yes,
Who is
ma'am.
going to present?
Ma'am, I am.
Okay.
Hello.
Shagun is presenting.
No, ma'am. Tanu is
No, ma'am.
Tanu,
Tanu.
no? Okay, okay. Please start.
Okay, ma'am.
Please rotate your arm.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Before starting, I want to say that one of our team member, Yash Kumar Surana, is not going to present because he is hospitalized.
I think
Okay, ma'am.
No problem, you can continue.
Can we start?
Yes.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Shagun Saxena, and today me and my teammates Tanu Arora and Yash Surana are going to present a PPT of our business plan on the topic sustainable development.
Introduction of the idea. Our business plan is about a restaurant that we are going to open. The name of our restaurant will be the Green Cuisine, and the tagline is Life is Better with Greens. It is located at the heart of the city. So, the logic behind the name and the tagline of the restaurant will be provide food made up of highly organic ingredients freshly out of the farm. We will purchase our ingredients directly from local farmers. We will use rainwater harvesting as source of such fresh water as there is a high scarcity of water in today's world. It will reduce the cost of water and help in saving water for future as well. And we also use solar panel as a source of electricity in our restaurant. As solar panel work with the help of and solar energy, it will reduce the unnecessary use of electricity. We will also plant hundreds of plants of different varieties outside as well as inside the restaurant so that the customer will get fresh air even during the summer. It will avoid the use of air conditioners that produce CFCs and also help in cutting the cost of electricity. The motive of our restaurant is to avoid the use of elements that are harmful for the environment as well as for the health of the people. We will try to use those resources which are good for the health of the customers and are environment friendly. Finance and profit distribution ratio. We'll raise our finance by self-funding, seeking angle investment and funding through a bank.
If I talk about management, we have appointed 4 main managers for our restaurant. Number 1 is general manager. The role of general manager is to hire and train the staff, creating and editing menu as per the customer's taste and preference, and ordering the ingredients. Second is assistant manager, who is there to help the general manager. Frontline manager. The role of frontline manager is to greet the clients, set a positive environment, answering the queries of customers, organizing files and maintaining the records. Executive chef. The executive chef plays the role of HR manager, that is human resource manager. He is responsible for estimating the food requirements and food per labor cost. He supervises the kitchen staff and recruit and manage kitchen staff. Why go solar? Restaurants and other food service venues consume energy at more than twice the rate of other commercial businesses. This high energy usage makes solar panels or solar PV systems as an asset to our business. When it comes to combining solar energy with our business operation, we think of solar as an investment that will actually provide a return. A custom designed solar PV system will reduce our operating expenses, protect us from volatile utility costs, show our commitment to the environment and the green business movement, and can even increase the reliability of our electric system.
Setup for solar panels. By analyzing and discussing the current situation, we make an average of about 1800 kilowatt electricity used for a total of 16 full-time operating hours with only necessary equipment operational in the remaining. We will need a minimum of 275 kilowatt solar system in order to come close to the figure of 1800 kilowatt. A typical solar panel is of 250 watt unit. That means 1100 panels are required to run our restaurant. Throw in another 200 for winter months and another 200 for cloudy days. That would be a total of 1500 panels. Why we use rainwater harvesting? The main reasons why we'll use rainwater harvesting in our restaurant: for toilet flushing, watering the plants, cut the costs and demand of water, for cleaning, and to promote sustainable development.
Setup. Roof size is big. Collection from parking lots and structures is even bigger. That means a lot of rainwater can be collected. We plan to fully utilize the rainwater, especially during the rainy season. Storing the rainwater will be an asset during drought as well. Social welfare. The profit and loss sharing ratio between the partners is going to be 1:1:1. We are going to distribute 10% of our profit for the social welfare. The 5% of our total profit will be distributed in NGOs for the education of the orphan children. The other 5% will be distributed for the treatment of the below poverty line people who can't afford to go to hospitals.
Thank you.
Is there anything else we may assist you with?
Well done, students. No, I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Now I would like to request Bhavnesh Kumar to come up with his presentation. Are you here, Bhavnesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
No, not yet.
एक second, ma'am. बस. Ma'am, is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible now.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Bhavnesh, and today I'm going to show you a presentation on a unique business idea, which is a 3D printed sensor prosthetic body parts. Why we are talking about body parts instead of leg or an arm? Because in 3D printing technology, you can 3D print any, it's like 90% of your body parts which you can print from the 3D printer. Even it's the ear, legs, nose, fingers. It can be even nails also, which you can print from the 3D printing machines. In medicine, prosthesis is an artificial device that replaces a body part. Prostheses are intended to restore the normal function of a missing body part. Prosthesis can be created by a software interface that helps creator design and analyze the creation with the computer generated 3D graphic as well as the analysis and optimization tool. On the screen, you can see some example of a 3D printed prosthetic legs and an arm. Objective. The objective of using 3D printed prosthetics instead of the ordinary prosthetics which are available in the market is first to reduce cost. The Indian market is more concerned about the price and it should be affordable. The price of normal or the traditional prosthesis which we get nowadays varies from $5,000 to $50,000. But with if we use the 3D printing technology, the cost will reduce from 50 to maximum $8,000, and the quality, there is a lot of difference between both the qualities. Second, customization. In 3D printing technology, you can customize the function, you can customize the part by your choice, the length, the size, the color, the quality, the material which you want. But the ordinary which we get from in nowadays, it's like a mold which you cannot customize by or for your own choice. Third point, to provide a good quality of prosthesis. The ordinary and the traditional prosthesis which are available in market is not that good in quality, as 3D printers, 3D printed prosthetics are more good in quality, reliable, durable, and they are even censored. They can even censor your body movement and react by there on your own. Like if I am talking to some, like I'm walking on a road, the sensor in the prosthetics will censor my whole body movement and will act accordingly. Why is the idea unique? First, sustainability. With 3D printing, fewer part needing outsourcing manufacture. This equals less environmental impact because fewer things are being shipped across the globe. 3D printing creates a less waste material for a single part, plus materials using 3D printers are generally recyclable. Second, flexibility and quality. As I have mentioned before, let's take an example. Now, the ordinary prosthetics which are available in market, if someone is wearing that prosthetics and he wants to sit on a chair, first he has to use his hands to fold them, and then he will be able to sit on the chair. But after using 3D printed censored prosthesis, he does not have to use his hands, but as the sensor will work and they sense the whole body movement and will act accordingly. A person who is wearing 3D printed censored prosthesis can even play football. Third point is competitive advantage. In Indian market, there are many companies which is using 3D printing technology, but they are not using it for the medical purpose as they have their own benefits. Second, huge cost reduction and more life of prosthesis. 3D printed prosthesis are made from carbon fiber, which is more reliable and durable compared to the traditional prosthesis which is available in the market. Market analysis. Developing countries like India alone reports of more than 0.5 million amputees as large as 2 lakh 3,500 is added about every year. According to the WHO, India has the highest number of road accidents in the world with 16.8% fatal injuries per 10,000 population. According to the data of 2018, 1,10,000 people use prosthetics out of the 2,35,000 cases report every year, which is around half of it. This means the more than half people are not able to afford the prostheses which are available in the market because they are very costly. In current Indian medical market, many prosthesis manufacturing companies are selling the prosthesis at very high price for their own benefits. Let's take an example. If a company XYZ is selling the ordinary or the traditional prosthesis, why it will sell the 3D printed prosthesis? Because the cost of an ordinary prosthesis is around 8 to 10 lakh. But if we use the 3D printed prosthesis, it will come down to around 1,35,000 and at most 2,40,000. So none of the companies which is manufacturing traditional prosthesis wants to reduce their profit. That's why they are not adapting the 3D printing technology. Flexibility. Another advantage of 3D printing is that given printers can create almost anything that fits in its build volume. Traditional manufacturing process, each part or a change in a part design requires a new tool, mold, die, ridge, or to manufacture to create a new part. Third, 3D printing allows the creation and manufacture of geometric impossible for traditional method to produce either as a single or at all, and it also allows the inclusion of multiple material, color, texture in a single part. Conclusion. A large number of various processes have been 3D printed. Conversely, 3D printing provides a promising color, socket, shape, size, cost, and most important, flexibility for the individual without adjusting the need of an individual, which is far better than the traditional prosthesis available in the market. Thank you.
Okay, well done. I don't have any questions. It was a good presentation.
Okay, thank you, Bhavnesh. Now I would like to request Gaurav to come up with his presentation. Gaurav, are you here? Gaurav Bhardwaj.
Hello.
Yes, Gaurav, are you ready with your presentation?
Yeah, but I'm not made my PPT. But I don't know that we have to make a PPT.
You can
But
present just like that also.
yeah, my words are convincing.
Try to put on your video then.
Okay, sure.
Can I know the team member for this candidate?
Only one student, ma'am, Gaurav Bharadwaj.
Okay, he's the only one?
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
He and the previous student also, only Bhavnesh was there. This is only Gaurav Bharadwaj.
Okay, fine.
Should I start?
Start.
Okay. My idea is talking arts, in which we can provide you some space where you can talk with someone whom you want to talk. Why I chosen this idea of business? Why chosen idea that talking arts is like that? You can sit with someone and you can spend your quality time with them. How and why? I will give an answer. Like, have you seen this the club? In the club, you paid for the everything, that you went there, you paid 1,000 of rupees, and then after you eat, you do what you want to do. But the problem is that in the talking hours, you can do what you want to do. But like, your hour is equal to your money. The basic fund of my idea, my business idea is your hour is equal to money. कि तुम जितना वहां पे बैठोगे तुम्हें उसका उतना ही पे करना पड़ेगा, उससे ज्यादा बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए. मेरा जो आइडिया है ये बेसिकली 3 चीजों से मिक्सचर होके निकला है. फर्स्ट इज ओयो, सेकंड इज क्लब्स, एंड थर्ड इज चायोस. Why I've made why I have made a 3 mixtures of them, I will give an answer. That if you went the Oyo with someone or with friends, you paid for a full day, and you came out around 5 or 6 hours, and then the set of example is that तुम जाते हो फुल डे के लिए, परचेज करते हो फुल डे के लिए, रहते हो तुम 5-6 घंटे पार्टी करके फिर आ जाते हो, पर वो आपको पूरा 24 घंटे बुकिंग करने के बाद भी वापसी पैसे नहीं देते. जैसे आपने अगर एक रूम एग्जांपल देता हूँ कि अगर आपने एक रूम ओयो का बुक किया और तुम चले गए, वहां पे एग्जांपल है कि अगर तुमने 1100 का रूम बुक किया, तुमने फुल डे के लिए किया, बट तुमने पार्टी करके तुम वापसी आ गए 5-6 घंटे में, पर जो ओयो है वो फुल डे का पैसा तुम्हें वापसी थोड़ी रिटर्न करता है. तुम्हें सिर्फ वो 5-6 घंटे का तुमने पार्टी किया, तुम चले आए। यही चीज को मैं चेंज करना चाहता हूँ कि that हम हिंदुस्तानियों में कहते हैं कि अतिथि देवो भव। तुम कस्टमर तुम्हारे लिए भगवान है और तुम भगवान से ही धोखा दे रहे हो। कैसे कि तुम फुल डे का कह के उनसे सिर्फ 5-6 घंटे में वो निकल जाते हैं, तो उन्हें पे करना पड़ जाता है। यही बेसिक प्रॉब्लम है और यही मैं चेंज करना चाहता हूँ कि मेरा जो बिजनेस होगा उसमें बस तुम्हें ये होगा कि तुम्हें जितना तुम बैठोगे तुम्हें सिर्फ उतना ही पे करना पड़ेगा, उससे ज्यादा देने की जरूरत नहीं है। अगर तुम मेरे 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 जो क्लब कह सकते हो या फिर रूम, एक तरीके से रूम होगा, वहां पे तुम बैठ सकते हो कितने भी लोग, मैक्सिमम 2, तो तुम्हें सिर्फ उसके हिसाब से पे करना पड़ेगा। इफ यू, मैं अगर एग्जांपल लूं, ओयो का हो गया, लॉन्च का हो गया, कि लॉन्च में तुम्हें अगर मिनिमम लॉन्च में 3000 रुपए खर्च होते हैं और मैक्सिमम तो जितना तुम करना चाहो। और तुम चायोस पे जाओगे तो चायोस का सिस्टम ये है कि अगर तुम वहां पहुंच गए, पहुंचने के बाद तुम्हें एक चाय की उसमें अगर तुम बैठ गए स्टॉल में, तो यू हैव टू पे 69 रुपीज फॉर द टी। इफ यू वांट विद 2 people then you have to pay for the 149 rupees। और आप कितना टाइम स्पेंड कर सकते हो? मुश्किल से मुश्किल 30 मिनट्स। उसके बाद वो आपको खुद ही बोल देते हैं कि आप जाए, क्योंकि नेक्स्ट कस्टमर आ चुका है। यही मैं चेंज करना चाहता हूँ। मेरा जो आइडिया है वो बेसिकली ये है कि आपको अपना किसी के भी संग आप बैठना चाहे बैठे, आप सिर्फ एडल्ट होने चाहिए 18+, आपके पास आधार कार्ड होना चाहिए इंडिया का, और आप आराम से बैठे, आराम से क्वालिटी टाइम स्पेंड करें। आपको कोई जरूरी नहीं होगा कि आपको कुछ खाना ही है, पीना ही है, आप चाहे तो सिर्फ क्वालिटी टाइम स्पेंड कर सकते हैं। एंड मैं ये टॉकिंग आवर्स ला क्यों रहा हूँ, इसके पीछे एक बेसिक आइडिया है कि अगर जब यंग एज में अगर कोई इंसान किसी को डेट भी कर रहा है, तो उसे अगर आज के टाइम में वो पार्क भी ले जाता है, तो प्रॉब्लम इज दैट कि हमारी सोसाइटी जो है वो नीड नहीं मांगती। मतलब नीड ऐसी नीडी सोसाइटी हो गई है कि सबको घूमना है, फिरना है, पर कोई ये चाहता नहीं है कि उसे कोई देखे। एवरीबॉडी वांट्स सीक्रेसी ऑफ प्रीवीसी इन देयर लाइफ। दैट व्हाट्सएप ने अगर प्रीवीसी को अपना वो लाया कि हम प्रीवीसी में ये करेंगे, तो लोगों ने अनइंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि एवरीबॉडी वांट्स दैट कि उसकी लाइफ जो हो खुली किताब की तरह ना हो, बंद किताब की तरह हो। यही मैं उनको सबको समझाना चाहता हूँ कि जो ये आइडिया होगा, जो मेरा आइडिया है बिजनेस का, ये तुम्हें प्राइवेटली सब कुछ सेट होगा। किसी को कोई परेशानी नहीं होगी। बस आपको 18+ होना चाहिए, और सेकंड आपको पूरा आराम से बैठाया जाएगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं दी जाएगी, और कोई मतलब तंग नहीं हो सकता आदमी। दैट्स माय आइडियाज अबाउट।
Okay, so that's all you want to say about the business idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how do you fit in the concept of sustainability in your idea?
मैम प्रॉब्लम कि दैट हम एक मतलब जैसे मैम क्लब है ना मैम, क्लब में क्या होता है कि वो पूरा ओपन होता है। हम एक 2 chairs ऑफ रूम बना के देंगे जहाँ पे वो बैठ सके। मैम प्रॉब्लम ये होता है कि इंसान ले जाता हर किसी को जाता है, पर खर्चे में प्रॉब्लम होती है। तो मेरा एग्जांपल यही है कि खर्चा कम होगा और फायदे पूरे मिलेंगे आपको, जितना आप एंजॉय कर सकते हो।
So you are saying the idea for enjoyability is that the number of hours you spend talking with the other person.
Yes.
You're not providing any service or anything. You're just providing.
It depends on the person. But I will provide only the chais because I don't like the alcohol or the hookah, because मैम प्रॉब्लम है इसके कि चेंजेस लाने पड़ते हैं, क्योंकि एवरीबॉडी हर दुनिया में आजकल सब कोई ड्रिंक करने बैठ गए, तो फ्री चाय कौन पिएगा?
No, I'm just saying that you're not providing any sort of a service.
No, ma'am, no,
You're just providing
no service.
a room
To sit.
They can just sit and talk.
With whom?
That's your idea.
Oh, yes, that's my idea.
Fine.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ishika,
Thank you so much for
we are done now.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, we are done with all of the participants. Now I would like to request Pooja ma'am if she wants to add or comment on anything.
And then
Ma'am,
Pooja ma'am, I also request you to announce the results first, second, and third.
Okay, so this was a very good opportunity for students to bring out their creative juices and to try to brainstorm into the areas where they can think of coming out with certain ideas which could be unique, and at the same time they could be helping the environment and being environment friendly. So a lot of good presentations were made. Let me just give me 1 minute time. So let me just compile the results.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So the results, if I have to, announce it in the order of the second runner-up. So the second runner-up is the team with students Niharika Aneja and Chirag Parashar.
Are they here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well
Thank
done.
you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
The first runner-up team is Rohit Yadav, Sanjana Sharma, and Sheetal Yadav. All these
Yes,
students
ma'am.
are
Thank you so much.
okay. Very good presentation. And the winner for the business idea competition is Bhavneesh Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so you have won the first prize in the business idea competition.
So we are happy
Thank you,
to
ma'am.
announce that the winner is going to get an Amazon voucher of rupees 2000. The first runner-up will be getting a voucher of 1500, and the second runner-up will get a voucher of 1000 rupees. Amazon vouchers. Congratulations, students.
Very well done. Everyone did a very good job. It's just that we have to rank you people. So it's just a formality, but all those people who put in the effort and made the presentations have done all a very good job. So I would encourage you people to keep participating in such events. It is going to improve your confidence, and it is only going to add up to your personality. So well done, everyone.
And all the participants will be getting the participation certificate also.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, first of all, I want to extend a very heartily vote of thanks to our judge who spared time from her busy schedule. I also want to thank all the speakers for participating and sharing their opinions with us. And I also want to extend my thanks to the management team who has been the backbone of the event. With this, we come to an end. Thank you so much for joining in today.
Thank you, Pooja
Thanks
ma'am.
a lot. Thanks a lot.
So, Vishal.